Have you ever had any of the following reactions? Like when something happens and you're like, why me, God? Why me? I'm a good person. I have good intentions. I want to help people. I want to help my family. I've been working so hard for my family and I have good intentions. I want my kids to become good Muslims. That's why I'm working hard because I want to put them in good schools and I want them to become good leaders and I want this and I want that. I have good intentions. Why are things not working for me? Where is my husband? Where is my wife? I've been waiting for years and I'm a good person. I've kept myself. I didn't go out like I don't know what in illicit relationships, and I've respected this, and I respect my parents. But it's still things are not working out for me. Why me, God? Why me? Like, why can't I have children? We've been trying hard for 5 years, and we're very sincere people. We want to bring good Muslims into the world, and we want to raise them well. Things are not working out. We have good intentions. Isn't everything about intentions? We have good intentions. Things are not working out. Why did you give me a girl? I wanted a boy. I have 3 boys already. You know inside that I really wanted a girl, but you still gave me a boy. If you have any of these reactions, then you have a little disease in the heart that is being discontent with God's divine decree. And that's an issue because you can't be angry at God and not understand the wisdom behind things at the same time. These are 2 things that we need to start learning on accepting. Life is not about having fun. We need to understand that. We treat this world as if it's heaven, as if you get whatever you want whenever you want. That's not the case. Life is a test. Life is not heaven. Remember that. Heaven, when we inshallah make it to heaven, you get what you want whenever you want and whatever you think about. But in this life, this is al-hayatul dunya. Al-hayatul dunya in Arabic, or this world. Dunya means low, dana, from being low. So this is the low life. So it's not always going to be about fun, having fun. Even though sometimes you get fooled by the media that everything is fun. Instagram bloggers or video on YouTube, have fun, go this, travel here, go there, try this new bag, try this. Yes, but this is not life. Life is about big tests and big problems. God says in the Quran, الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. It is He who created death and life to test you, to see who has the best reaction. So whenever you're faced with a problem, the one with the best reaction is the one that actually makes it or elevates their status. And I'm not saying be lazy, park your car in the middle of the street and then wonder why did someone hit the car, leave your car unlocked and then wonder why did someone open and take your stuff on the inside. No, that's being lazy and silly. We should always do our best and then leave the rest in the hands of God. And try to be content with whatever happens. So actually, one guy went to the Prophet before and told him, "Can I just leave my camel there if I tell it to stay, and I just expect when I come back out from prayers or whatever, am I gonna find it?" And the Prophet said, "Of course not. You should tie your camel, اعقلها وتوكل, and then leave the rest in the hands of God. So you tie the camel, park it, then later on, that you do your work and wait for God to do His magic." But if you're not happy with the magic, that's the problem. Because sometimes we fail to understand God's wisdom. And God says in the Quran that He will test us. And He will test us. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. So God says, we will test you. There are sometimes, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْجُوعِ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ. Sorry. So we will test you with some lack of security. So people, refugees who have been through wars and we're not sure if their family is safe, have no access to their families, and lost electricity, lost power. This is one great test in life. And if you're saying, why me, why me? Understand, God says, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. So God will never burden you with a test that you cannot handle. So if your test is big, you understand that you can actually handle a big test. Others can't handle that. So if it's taking you a little bit longer than everybody else, understand that God is telling you, you're special, you can handle stronger tests. I know you don't want to right now and you don't understand the wisdom, but you should trust God. And I'll say later on why. So one type of test is lack of security. Another one is not having enough food, whatever it is. And if you've been through a hurricane, you understand when everything runs out. One time I was in Houston, Hurricane Ike, I remember, every store ran out of food. And we went in and we stayed in houses of our friends and we waited for 2 or 3 weeks. Everybody would get their food and we sit down together and share food together, because it's sometimes like, yes, we do have the money, but you can't buy anything with that money at that time. So that was a good test and good reminder that money can't buy you everything, even if you have it. وَنَقْسٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ. Sometimes God is going to test you in your money and lack of money, actually. So if you have money, sometimes it can be lost. You can go into a guaranteed business deal, lose everything. You can leave your money in the car, someone can break in and open and get everything inside. You can have your money, someone can grab it, can grab your purse, can grab this and run away. That's a test. How you react to it. Of course, I'm not telling you be lazy and complacent, don't defend yourself. That's being silly. You should do your best, defend it if you can. But if something happens like you losing the entire crop and it was out of your hands, there's nothing you can do. And when there's nothing you can do, وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. That's what God says. Give glad tidings to the ones who are patient. Patience is key in Islam. And I'm talking about patience after you do everything that you can possibly do. After that, be patient. And we'll talk more about patience and the blessings and the virtues of patience, because patience is not something that you're born with. We're all like, it's something that you can grow and you have to nurture that one way every day. Learn patience, learning patience. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu isbiru wa sabiru. Be patient, those who believers basically. Be patient and help others in being patient. So surround yourselves with good friends who can help you in being patient and help you to see the wisdom, because we're not always going to see that. Especially the next one, the next test where God talks about وَالْأَنفُسِ وَنَقْسِمَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ. Al-Anfus, sometimes God is going to test us by losing loved ones. Or if you see a loved person, loved one, your aunt, your uncle, your dad, your sister, your brother, that you have a disease that is just can't be cured, and it hurts. Your son, if they're, or your daughter, if they're born with something, or if you lose a son, you lose the second one. It's hard. It's really hard, and we really fail to see the wisdom. But do you know that the Prophet ﷺ lost 5 out of 6 kids while he was alive? He buried 5 of his own kids. It's hard, and he cried and he sobbed and he said, it's hard, I can't, like, it's hard. But inside in his heart he said, I accept it. I have to accept it. And he said, one time he gave he was talking and he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ. It's amazing, the mentality of a believer. Because everything that happens to them is good. They always have a positive attitude. And if you want to be a good believer, a good Muslim, you should always have a positive attitude in life and find the good in everything that happens. That's what the Prophet was saying. And he said, إِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ ضَرَّاء إِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ سَرَّاء شَكَرْ وَإِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ ضَرَّاء صَبَرْ وَلَيْسَ ذَلِكَ إِلَّا الْمُؤْمِنِ. So he was saying that it's amazing, that status of the mentality of a believer. If something good happens to them and they're blessed with something, they don't forget and they just say, it was because of me. It's because of my hard work. It's because of this. No, they're thankful and they thank God. They thank the people and they thank God. If someone helps you in Islam, you should thank them. مَنْ لَا يَشْكُرُ النَّاسِ لَا يَشْكُرُ اللَّهِ. But basically, the Prophet said, if you don't thank people, then you're not thanking God. You should always be a thankful person. Thank whoever helps you in this life, and if you ask for help, and always thank God. If you want to thank God, thank the people around you. And when good things happen to you, don't always say it's because of only me and my hard work. I really worked hard. Yes, you worked hard, but if God didn't give you that little barakah or push, things would have never worked out. So you see that as a good believer, that actually it's not just from you and you're thankful. So you see the goodness in that what you got. And at the same time, in أَصَابَتْهُ ضَرَّاء صَبَرْ. If something bad happens to you, you see the blessing in disguise. Or you're patient. If you fail to see the wisdom, you're patient. I don't know where this came from, this disease. I have a friend, their mom just got cancer, and it's hard. It's hard to see that. But if you're patient, inshallah, you pass the test in a good way, because you need to remember that it is a test. And the best reaction is what will elevate you and what will make you. So always try to be patient. And I know it's hard what I'm saying, but I'll close out with a verse from the Quran. وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌّ لَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. So God is telling you sometimes, perhaps, whatever happened to you, like you hate what's happening to you right now, but it's actually good for you. God is preparing you for something else. And without that preparation, when you move on to the next level, you won't be ready. It's like you're skipping a step. So God is preparing you right now for the future. وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. What's happening to you right now is actually good for you. If you're thankful and you're patient, it's preparing you for something better. وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌّ لَكُمْ. Sometimes you really want something, but it's actually not good for you. And God is not going to give it to you. And you don't understand the wisdom. But actually, if He gives it to you, it's going to spoil you one way or the other. It's going to make a worse person out of you. So alhamdulillah, you didn't get that promotion, raise, money, whatever, because you were going to spend it in the wrong way. That's not always the case, but you should just try to ponder about God's wisdom and trust God in His wisdom, and always try to put your trust in God. Final reminder, patience is not something you do once. It's not like I was patient yesterday, what about today? I lost my patience and you flip out. No, it doesn't work this way. Every single day you try to be patient, you train yourself. On the inside, you're taming yourself. Tame that inside of you and be in control, so that when things happen, you're at peace with God's decree. But also, don't be complacent, don't be lazy, do your best, trust God, and hope for the best. Inshallah, you benefit from this as much as I did, and see you in the next video. Salam.